Now, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but some of you guys are more concerned with evading this invisible ass gay agenda than actually being concerned about the lives of some of y'all own damn kids, and that's what you call brainwashing. I'm the librarian, and I came to read. Now, I already spoke about it on my live stream, but just given the news of these kids like taking their own lives because they're being shamed and bullied because they're LGBT, and seeing all the homophobia jumping out all over my timeline, I said, girl, it was just really concerning to me, and I wanted to break things down. Let me tell you something. A lot of people are scared of this quote unquote gay agenda. Let me tell you what the gay agenda is. Now, a study from UCLA, I think, they did this and confirmed it, and a lot of coalitions that are trying to end homelessness, especially in LGBT youth, have relied on these statistics. LGBT youth make up like 5 to 7% of the general youth population. But at the same time, LGBTQ youth are the ones who are, it's 40% of homeless young people on the streets are LGBT. So you mean to tell me that literally all LGBT is apparently like 5 to 7% of the whole general youth population. But those 5 to 7%, the LGBT population makes up over 40% of the homeless youth population. Like, girl, what the fuck? That's the gay agenda is trying to fix that problem. You want another piece of the gay agenda? Let me find another piece. Now, a US study that was done by the CDC in 2016, they have confirmed that LGBT youth are almost 5 times as likely to have attempted suicide compared to heterosexual youth. So if you're talking about the gay agenda or whatever, those are the only agendas that we really have, is to just try and live like normal fucking human beings while y'all continue to dehumanize us from the moment that we're fucking born. You know what I mean? I don't understand. A lot of y'all are running around talking about Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And if you think those statistics that I read were bad, those were just general study statistics. I'm sure if you look into specifically the Black communities when it comes to LGBT and suicide, you know, mental health and homelessness, girl, those statistics are much fucking worse. And y'all are talking about Black Lives Matter? Prove it then, bitch. Prove it. Prove it then. I have so much to say. There are so many memes. Oh my God, there's so many posts on Twitter. If your son comes out gay, what you doing? You know what I mean? If your son is sus, if you walk around here, what would you do? And there are kids, they're 9 years old, dying by suicide. You know what I mean? Y'all, we don't have the time for fucking games and jokes and shit. As I've said, if Black Lives Matter, you need to prove that all Black Lives Matter, because as of where I'm fucking standing right now, it seems like LGBT people always get the brunt of the fucking jokes, and we get most of the violence in all these communities. Every time I see someone refer to the gay agenda, every single time it seems like they were mad that gay people are starting to do all the shit that straight people are doing. Let me tell you something. When I was a young ass kid, the only images that I saw in front of me were just of you heterosexual couples just taking up space, taking up fucking space. Talking about even in middle school when y'all was holding hands in the hallway and I was trying to get around y'all ass. I was trying to get around all the blatant heterosexuality being shoved down my throat. But when it's one gay couple on TV, oh girl, we have to stop the presses. Stop the presses. We own 99.9% of media. But girl, the minute we see one peck on the cheek from just 2 niggas kissing, I'm mad. Girl, get out of here. You talking about the gay agenda really is actually us just being more like y'all? I don't understand this shit. And first of all, y'all need help. Y'all need our help. Honestly, y'all, the divorce rate 50%, girl. Like, it's okay, sis. Other people are allowed to love each other. I promise you that you will be okay. And I remember when I was younger, they used to preach of tolerance, okay? They used to be like, oh, that was their main push. That was, you know, everyone is not gonna look like you. They're not gonna be like you. But in this school, we make sure to have a spirit of tolerance so everyone will know that they're okay. No, bitch, I'm not asking for no bullshit ass tolerance, okay? Tolerance is like, girl, I don't really want to be around this bitch, but I guess I'll give her whatever. You know, I don't want tolerance like that. I want respect. Because tolerance doesn't push hoes hard enough to make them give us our fucking rights or see us as human beings. I demand fucking respect from you hoes, okay? And I'm definitely demanding it for the sake of some of these LGBT youth who are out here struggling because y'all think that they don't have autonomy. I don't understand how you guys, as soon as a baby boy is born, y'all are ready to dress their ass up and, oh, he's a ladies man, all type of shirts and shit. You ready to, he's a toddler, you asking if he got crushes on girls. Girls over here talking about they got crushes. From middle school, elementary school, girls talking about, oh, I got a crush on him. Boys talking about girls and shit. Like, and y'all have no problem with it whatsoever. I was just on Twitter and there was this grown ass woman twerking on this child. And the father was gassing his ass up. You see what I'm saying? Y'all have no no problem with that whatsoever. But the minute that a child identifies within themselves that they are attracted to the same sex, it's this big deal. It's this big deal. Suddenly children have no idea what attraction means. They shouldn't be exposed to this type of behavior. When y'all, I mean, as soon as they wake up, they seeing a beauty and a beast kissing. They seeing a bee and a fucking person fall in love with each other. Whole monsters and shit fall in love with humans. Y'all got aliens fucking humans and shit. But the minute that a child tells your ass that, oh girl, I don't really go that way, it's just, oh, I'm so confused. How could this happen? It's so confusing. It's perversion. Y'all have been brainwashed by motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about you in the first place. They honestly, all this shit is just to control. But you have been brainwashed and you can't even see it. You have been brainwashed and you can't even see it. And you have been so warped that you will do this shit to your own flesh and blood without a second thought because of what society told you to do. That's really it. You're so uncomfortable. And the reason why a lot of y'all are so shook is because you have placed your whole identity on some of the rules that the LGBT people are coming out here and breaking. And that's why you're mad. You have placed your whole identity on your definition of what it means to be a man or a woman, or what it means to be masculine or feminine, and those rules have been set in stone, and that's the only thing that your self-esteem has been based off of. So when the LGBT people come in here like a wrecking ball, ruining all those dumb, just taking all those unwritten, silly ass rules out the window. Girl, if I want to twirl around in some dresses and some heels, girl, it's fine, because at the end of the day, all that shit is fabric, and if I can afford it, I'm gonna put it on. It's just fabric, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what's, like, that's just one small example. But if you're someone who has based your whole life and identity off of, well, girl, this is how it should be, and this is how it is, and that's who I am. When we come in here changing the rules, you don't know how to fucking deal. It's like we just moving the Jenga pieces of your foundation, and you have no idea how to deal with that shit. So instead of defining yourself based off of society's rules, you need to sit your ass down and define yourself on your own terms. So you won't be mad, and you won't be projecting, and you won't be jealous probably because LGBT people are trying to be free when someone else is defining themselves on their own terms. Once you do that for yourself, you won't be pressed that somebody else is out here doing it for themselves as well. You'll be actually out here trying to encourage them. And I'm not gonna stop talking about this shit because you guys, the rhetoric and the language that y'all use literally leads directly to the suicide of these kids. I mean, I saw a mom talking about how does a 9-year-old even know that he's gay? What the fuck are you talking about? If that same 9-year-old boy had a crush on a girl, y'all wouldn't be saying shit. How the fuck does he know he's goddamn straight? Use your fucking brains. Use your brains for once, sis. What are y'all talking about? And she was a mom, she has a kid. So imagine hearing your mom, growing up hearing that shit, hearing your mom say that shit, knowing that you are a gay person, whatever. You're not gonna feel safe doing shit. You're not gonna feel safe existing. And I think people, they really don't understand that it's not just sexual. You're literally denying me from me. You're denying me from existing as I have been created. So that what that means is I constantly have to be someone else everywhere that I go. If I'm an LGBT youth, scared to fucking come out. And then so now all that shit internalized, that is not good for anyone's mental health. That's why we're struggling with all these statistics today. Y'all have thrown us to the curb. Y'all have literally pushed us to the fringes of society and get so surprised or get so shocked when these statistics are as bad as they are. This is a direct result of your actions and rhetoric. What are you talking about? How does a 9-year-old know that they're gay? How the fuck did you weak lame hoes know that y'all was straight running around here running from cooties and shit in elementary school while I was, stuck wondering, well, girl, is something wrong with me? What the fuck, this shit don't work on me? Where the fuck is the magic at? How the fuck did y'all know what the fuck was going on at that age? Because it was just who you were, girl. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, but y'all don't want to see that because, as I said, y'all are so shook. Why is society moving forward? Y'all are so used to having the power in society that you don't want anyone else to have, and y'all can just say what y'all want to say about that shit, but at the end of the day, y'all treat LGBT people like how white people treat black people. It's just like, we're cute. Y'all can stay over there. We'll give y'all some shit every once in a while, but when you start rising up to my level and having the same amount of influence and power, girl, that's when we have an issue. Another thing is when y'all say that, oh, I don't agree. It doesn't, what the fuck y'all talking about? I don't agree with LGBT. That's like saying I don't agree with the sky being blue. That's cute that that you don't agree with that shit, sis, but she's still there, okay? Y'all saying, oh, I don't understand this LGBT bullshit. You don't understand how your fucking old ass car works, sis, but you certainly take them keys and start that motherfucker up and you know that it works, sis. Just because you don't understand it or you don't, agree with it does not make agree with it, as if you could disagree with a fact. Girl, sit your ass down. Just because you don't understand it or agree with it does not mean that it's not real. So what you can do now is sit your ass the fuck down. I'm gonna continue to talk my shit because y'all have talked your shit for centuries and we have been dying. We have been youth. I don't understand. Kids kicked out of their fucking home. Do you hear what the fuck I'm saying? Kids, children, born into this bitch. They didn't ask to be here. All of a sudden, when they exist as themselves, now they get kicked out on the fucking streets. They have nowhere to fucking go. Because of some because of what? Your imaginary friend in the sky? An old ass 2,000-year-old ass book that don't make no goddamn sense. That's patriarchal as fuck. So yeah, y'all can talk big and bad, all this Black Lives Matter, your shit. You can talk all that shit, but all Black lives don't matter to y'all. And that's the problem, because we are underneath a fucking hierarchy. There have been patriarchal, white supremacist, just systems set the fuck up. And what Black Lives Matter is trying to do is destroy that shit. We all should be on the same, playing field. We trying to get people to acknowledge their privilege and use it in a way that will uplift minorities and people who have been marginalized and ignored for so long. That's the purpose of Black Lives Matter, okay? To destroy bullshit hierarchies. But then the thing is, I don't know if it's human nature. I've noticed that a lot of people don't feel comfortable until they have their foot on someone else's neck. You see what I'm saying? So while Black Lives Matter is over here trying to destroy hierarchies, y'all are trying to actually impose and maintain and strengthen the hierarchies that exist in our communities. And it doesn't make any sense. You can't be trying to knock one hierarchy over here down and then try and build another oppressive hierarchy up within your own community. Like, are we just gonna be going through this cycle over and over? I want y'all to get this shit together. I want y'all to get it together because it's exhausting to have to, I'm waking up to news about, as I said, children dying by suicide because they came out and they're bullied. And then a lot of people's response to that is a bunch of fucking memes, a bunch of people discrediting, blaming the person who got bullied, trying to delegitimize his sexuality. And I just, like, nobody came up to your straight asses and said, oh, well, girl, how do you know you really straight? You never fucked a man before. Nobody's saying that shit to your dumb ass. I don't know, straight is just the default. Everyone is straight until proven otherwise. And it has cost us. It has cost us. It's not just words. They're not just jokes, sis. They have cost us lives. They have cost us homes. They have cost us mental stability. In this society, homophobia literally kills us. Misogyny kills us, patriarchy kills us. And the sooner we see that shit, the sooner we'll get rid of these idiotic ass mindsets. Okay, some of y'all have kids and they're gonna be afraid to be themselves because of the dumb shit that y'all say over and over. So many factors come into play that I don't see why our efforts are not put on trying to solve the issues versus trying to dehumanize, dead kids. I don't understand why our efforts are not being put into trying to understand fully the minds of, LGBT youth, LGBT people who are struggling, as opposed to trying to act like their experiences aren't valid and that they just don't exist, or they don't deserve to exist, or they can't know who they are. Like, you guys taking autonomy, taking the humanity away from kids, acting like they don't know their own experience, or from LGBT youth acting like they can't understand what they've been through themselves, their own first-hand life experience. It's degrading as hell. It's degrading as hell. Y'all wouldn't like it if somebody came down and told y'all kids, no, you're not really straight, you're gay. So don't tell gay ass youth, don't tell my gay ass that I'm not really gay. It's a mistake, it's a phase, or this shit isn't real. And how y'all do transgender people so fucked up. Y'all do transgender people, y'all do transgender individuals so fucked up, girl. And all they ask is to live their life as themselves. They're not trying to delete your existence, girl. Like, y'all are just pressed, as I said, and people find different ways to live their lives and did not bind themselves to these rules in the same destructive ways that you have. You see a smile on somebody's face who LGBT and and it makes you cringe. It's okay, sis. We still gonna be here though. So like Kaya said, you need to
R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E, respect me.
Have a good goddamn evening.